So I found this on the beach a few weeks ago.
The ADL now wants to classify this word similar to the N-word. Yes, not even joking.
Palm Beach Pete is running for mayor. The State Board of Elections found out he was doing a DNA test to prove he's not Jeffrey Epstein. The state immediately steps in and denies the third-party DNA testing results and says from here on out, they'll be the ones overseeing any DNA testing.
Break a leg, y'all.
Come on, B. They lost him, B.
Welcome back to the Wizard's Fish. If you haven't already done so, be sure to check out the backup channel, Wizard's Fishbowl, for more videos like these. And if you want the less censored stuff, be sure to follow the Rumble channel. It is completely free, and it's all the stuff that YouTube won't allow me to show. Other than that, we will jump into things as usual, so viewer discretion is advised, and everything that you see and hear is for entertainment purposes only. Let's get into it.
There's a World Cup conspiracy that is currently going viral right now about the Ghana witch doctor that is allegedly cursing teams and players like Harry Kane, and everyone thought it was a joke until it wasn't. And please watch the whole video before you comment. So how did this all start? So Ghana game 1 plays Panama. Ghana is obviously underdogs, and they were tied until they showed this on live TV. Then Ghana scores 1-0 and they pull off an impressive win, but it wasn't really anything crazy, right? Ghana's next opponent is England, and this is when the witch doctor comes in. He says, I am working on Harry Kane. I have shown what I am capable of before, so I know what work I must do to stop him. I'm not wishing him serious injury. It will just be enough to stop him against my country. I will do my work so that it can help Ghana. You have to realize that England is very good. They're supposed to destroy this team, and Harry Kane is one of the best players in the world. So not only did the game with Ghana and England end 0-0, Harry Kane, who was allegedly cursed, missed a wide open goal at the end of the game, and look at this reaction. He couldn't even believe it himself. The internet obviously goes crazy after this game because it was just an insanely improbable outcome, and the fact that Harry Kane just airmailed a wide open goal is just wild. And then the witch, after the game, he says Harry Kane has now been released from the curse. He can score again, and then he shows the whole ritual, which was kind of weird. But just a disclaimer, I don't actually believe that this is real, but a lot of people do. I think that the blood of Jesus protects us from all of that BS, but it's still a really interesting story.
Hey, I'm with Baton. Magic. And he's with Palm Beach Pete. He was right. It was a long time ago. Just how many years until he started crying? Peace out, Rev. Okay, thanks for coming. My pleasure.
I don't know what's going on here. I don't know why these people are playing around. This guy just called him someone he's not. This is Palm Beach Pete, like he said. I'm just me being me, and it's a phenomenon, all right? I don't know what's going on here, guys, but something is going on here, guys. He called him by a name that he's not, and he laughed like it was funny. People are saying that something is going on in this video, and it's very odd and very questionable. Like I said, I don't know what's going on here, but something for sure is going on here. I mean, he's just him being him, all right? And it's a phenomenon. People need to leave Palm Beach Pete alone. He is not Jeff, okay? Enough is enough of this malarkey. Let's just call it what it is. This is Palm Beach Pete, and he's a cool guy, and he's on social media, and he's here to stay. But of course, guys, entertainment purposes only. I'm not sure what they're trying to tell us in this video, but they're trying to tell us something, and I don't know nothing straight up. I don't know what to think. Let me know what you think. I'm out.
What is up, you guys? It's your boy Da Vinci. Okay, y'all, so y'all know I be posting like the supernatural stuff that I be seeing because nobody really be want to talk about it for real. Like certain people share it, but everybody don't know. So y'all, there was this wreck that happened, and literally, y'all, you can see the spirit of death in this video. Now, I would play the sound so y'all can, but I want y'all to pay attention to this stair up here, this stair that's going circle. Pay attention to this figure that's up here. The car gets hit. Of course, the spirit wanted them to die. They get out the way. Now the spirit is about to move. Y'all pay attention. Look at that. Look at this spirit come off of the steps and down the next set of steps. Literally lands on his invisible feet. And literally, y'all, I'm finna let y'all watch this again. Like, let's run this back. Like, pay attention, y'all. So this is what the spirit does. He was there to collect the spirit. In that moment, I don't think anybody died. but he was there to make sure that he got the soul that he came to get. Look at him jump down these stairs. Watch look at it. You see it. That ain't no AI. That's a real video. Somebody's Ring camera. I'm telling y'all. The spiritual realm is so real. And these evil spirits that are around here, I told y'all, these accidents and stuff that's happening, it's so real, bro. And it's a scripture that says that the spirit of death has to give up its dead. The lake, all of that stuff, every area that has taken somebody's life, they're going to be commanded to give it back. How can you make somebody give something back if that person is not real? If that person is not in charge of certain things, has control over something, is holding certain things. And when God says they have to give it up, when God commands everything to release its dead, everybody who died by water going to be released. Everybody who died by fire going to be released. Everybody who died in like slave plantations and stuff like that, all their souls are going to be released to God for judgment. And I just wanted to remind somebody that there is life after death, and there are literally forces right now that you can't see around you. I love y'all so much. God bless you.
We've been shown what this reptilian entity looks like. There's a photograph of Salvador Dali, a real initiate. By the way, I studied with the same Kabbalist who taught Salvador Dali. She never showed me this. It's an image of a reptilian that he's holding up like this. And it's about, 6-7 inches tall. Now, this reptilian, sort of where we have our third eye, has a protruding horn-like figure in the center of its forehead, on top of its head. That's called the proboscis. That comes off and goes into the eye, and within 2 weeks kills the human soul and takes over the memories and consciousness. That's what
I'm wondering if that's related to the Black Eye Club.
Call it soul scalping. And they have found really similar reptilians in animals that they don't understand how it's gotten into the animal's head, how it's gotten into their brain. Animals who were behaving strangely and had to be put down. So the whole thing is really mysterious. And those who have had the black eye very often start behaving differently. Now, have we seen Trump with the black eye? No. We've seen him with a red left eye. And is he behaving erratically? Oh, he's doing some really cool stuff, right? But also, 1 week he's coming out and talking about the evils of mRNA and what's going on in Israel. Then the next week he's saying crazy things about Gaza and promoting AI and mRNA shots. So it seems really inconsistent. Now, this may not be necessarily due to a virile parasite. It could be clones, and we'll come on to that in a moment. The thing I've said time and time again is that I believe that vampires are allegorical for adrenochrome harvesting. So if we have a master race who enters in and takes over humans.
He's getting really, really deep into the plot of this movie. This movie that is all fictional and not real whatsoever for entertainment purposes.
Humans of influence, and they can live forever. What's uncertain is, do they have to jump to another body after a couple hundred years or after that body dies? Do they have immortality, but yet they need blood to survive? What does that sound like? That's Dracula all over. That's the story of vampires, which I think is allegorical to the draconian reptilian race who needs blood to stop from losing their human form. Now, we all know that Eisenhower allegedly made a deal with aliens. In exchange for humans, they gave us some technology. Now,
so Kai Cenat is no longer on the scene, right? As you all can see in the streamer world, he's not even the same person as he used to be. Look who they got next in line, Placky Boy Max. But guess what, y'all? People calling him a plant. And I believe he is. But this is how they get you.
I don't even know who this guy is.
The streamers ain't no different than the rappers and the singers.
Right now. But it's good, bro. I gotta fight it, because every time I end up feeling this, I'm gonna be honest, every time I stop smoking, I start feeling this way again. So I gotta just fight through it. I gotta fight through it this time, because I'm really not trying to go back to smoking every day. You know? Move closer to Christ. I'm gonna be honest, I've been praying every day for like a month now. So it's like I'm definitely trying.
Then he laughed after. You see that, right? After he said he getting close to Christ, he said there and laugh. That's how they get y'all, so y'all can follow them. But if you getting closer to Christ, Placky Boy Mats, what's this? I keep telling y'all everything's spiritual. If you getting close to Christ, what is this? Don't this look like a Zest show?
I will never in my life put business over morals.
Oh,
God
really?
has tested me in this way multiple times to start this year. I'm going to keep it honest with y'all. Never, ever put business over your morals. Once you do that, that's selling yourself.
But that's what you're doing.
I will never do that.
That's what you're doing.
Get this shit attention.
Cap. Never put business over morale, huh? Like, what's going on, brother? What's going on, sir? You lying. All this is to gain influence over our kids. They remove one puppet to bring up another one.
I'm smoking the ground or doing some wild or twerking. Why don't we twerk?
What? You see what I'm saying?
I think about it, man. Why is twerk a gender neutral dance? Twerking is the only gender neutral dance.
Twerking is actually part of voodoo ritual.
I'm tweaking?
Big time. You see?
Bro, I'm not gonna lie. I never even thought about that. Like,
can't trust these people, man.
That is the only gender neutral dance, bro. Everything else we share. You saw me in New York. You're like, bro, I really see something in you, gang. I need to put you on Twitch. You're a Prodigy. I was one of the first Twitches, Prodigy. So he put me on that. And yeah, bro, he gave me 100 bands. He said, stop hooping here, the 100 bands, start streaming, bro.
That's how they got it.
Bro, just like that, gang. That ass, bro. Like, no cap in my rap. We don't lie. I like that a lot. I'm literally documenting, and I am streaming my whole process of my whole career. When they call me a CIA plan, oh yeah, well, that means we're having on.
Y'all heard that?
I've literally documented every part of my journey since I've been averaging 20 viewers.
I believe you is.
Y'all making me have Lil Durk eyes. Stop playing with me.
For more Truth Bombs, news, and reactions, man, y'all follow me on Instagram. Y'all already know what it is. Come to the YouTube and subscribe.
This is
Look at that, bro.
the most disgusting thing. Why is it
No refunds.
What, did they have more bathrooms?
That's ridiculous.
Parking was very
Ridiculous, cousin.
So I found this on the beach a few weeks ago, and I posted a video of me digging it up, and it has caused a little bit of confusion for a few thousand people. Some people think it is a whale. Some people think it is a dragon because of the horns.
To me, I don't know. I think it kind of looks almost like a weird sort of snake skull or something. I have no idea. What do you guys think?
The forward-facing eyes. And then some people are saying it is a Pokemon. They are convinced. If you have any idea what this is or what you think it is, let me know in the comments. We're still kind of trying to figure it out. I have other pictures if you want to see them. Just message me or leave a comment and I'll post them in the comments.
I wish this video was fake, but if it's real, this could easily be the end of flock safety. This week we received a video that is most likely a flock camera pointed directly at a pool in a homeowners association. No cars in sight, just families enjoying their day. And sadly, this is not the first time. Other pictures have been circulating on Reddit of what appears to be another camera also aimed directly at a pool. One's on the X platform that show them on bike paths, and even one's facing children's playgrounds. And it gets scarier. Flock has easily built one of the largest surveillance networks in America with almost 100,000 cameras. They started as license plate readers on the road, but they are clearly much more than that.
I'm curious to know, since I live in Canada, what the flock camera situation is here, if any.
Aren't even hiding the expansion. They sell a camera called the Condor, a pan-tilt zoom unit that can automatically zoom in on people as they walk by. And cameras can clearly be seen on DFlock, a crowdsourced site that maps flock cameras, including some in pedestrian areas. All of this was pitched to make our communities and roads safer, but what is actually done is build a surveillance network watching people in the places where cars never go. If you want to get the full picture on companies like Flock, you can use the Conscious app to see who funds them, what they actually do behind the scenes, and how ethical they really are. The more people who see what they are really up to, the harder it gets for them to keep operating in the dark.
Don't move! This is insane! You have to hear this! One of our pilots that was downed in Iran said there was a swarm, listen to this, a swarm of jellyfish UAPs. A swarm of them! And I guess there was a bigger ship, okay? And they did a formation below this bigger ship, and they had legs like a jellyfish, and they were swarming them. Go read the News Nation article. This is one of our U.S. pilots, and this happened when he was downed in Iran. Folks, start waking up. This shit's real. It's real.
Real fake.
Happening right in front of our eyes, and no one gives a shit.
The ADL now wants to classify this word similar to the N-word. Yes, not even joking. This word right here, slop. Blank slop. And it's now being labeled as that blank blank. Because it stems from the word, which means non-Jewish members. Okay. It's funny because, you know, Epstein was saying that a lot in his things. The Goyim know in general how to have a good time. Said again here. And in here. And in here. And in here. And here.
But we can't say it.
Here. In this conversation. Oh, as well as it was in our games for over 20 years. Take a look at this.
Lousy goyim! Oh, lousy goyim. I swear I didn't touch your daughter.
So they can say it all they want. And they can classify you all they want. But now when you make a joke of it, it is now what? How many of you guys are just not into this one? Drop it in the polls. Thank you. You let me know.
So for context here, the guy that the pastor is going after for months has been threatening to R-word and unalive his wife and children. And the pastor finally snapped and had enough. So I get it. Sometimes you need to prevent harm from happening before it does.
Take a deep breath. Come to a Franklin school and arrest an autistic child. You ready? We're gonna take a deep breath. Ready? It's alright, we got this beat. First thing, I'm gonna let it out. Do you think your father's anything like you gave mom and dad? No? Okay. Just try to release a little bit of thinking, but. Devin, just chill out, buddy. You're leaving with me. Promise you.
Cops should be embarrassed.
Questions or anything, guys? Nope. Okay. You want my name? You're recording everything? I'm recording you. I ain't worried about my attorney be contacting you. Right on. I'll get the report tomorrow morning. Love you, buddy. I'll be right there. I do have I got her when who's relevant, I believe. All right, guys. Thank you. All right, man. Say hi to Facebook here, buddy.
So the kid getting bullied gets arrested. Makes a lot of sense.
Palm Beach Pete is running for mayor. The state board of elections found out he was doing a DNA test to prove he's not Jeffrey Epstein. The state immediately steps in and denies the third-party DNA testing results and says from here on out, they'll be the ones overseeing any DNA testing. What do you guys think? Do you think it's actually him, or are they just continuing to troll us? Check this out.
What if I told you that both Palm Beach Pete and Jeffrey Epstein have an involuntary speech pattern that they can't help but make, and it's identical? What would that do for you? Let's check it out.
Own business, and some knucklehead films me
as perpetrating one of the largest frauds.
Films me.
Did a lie detector test also on a podcast, and they asked him, he said that he lived in New York the exact same years that Epstein lived in New York. He lived in Palm Beach the exact same years that Epstein lived in Palm Beach. They asked him if he had ever been at in the same place as Epstein. He said that he had been at a party that Epstein was at. It's like, it's crazy. He's saying he also says that he's doing a DNA test right now. He's like, yeah, I'm doing a DNA test, so I'm going to prove I'm not Jeffrey Epstein. I'm like, where would you have gotten Jeffrey Epstein's DNA, guy?
And he's also like playing it up with this whole Jeffrey thing. Like, why would you want to be associated with somebody like that? Like,
They just caught a time traveler at Elvis Presley's final concert, and they think it's a CERN scientist. A resurfaced video from 1977 appears to show a woman holding what looks like a modern smartphone nearly 30 years before the iPhone and years before the first commercial cell phone. But this isn't the first time. Conspiracy theorists have also pointed to a man who appeared to be talking on a cell phone during World War II. We've even seen a spectator at a 1995 Mike Tyson fight who seemed to be recording with what looked like a smartphone.
Told him your greatest asset can become your greatest weakness.
Skeptics say they're just old cameras or other period devices, but here's the twist. Some physicists say traveling to the past isn't mathematically impossible. And then there's CERN, an organization often blamed for messing with timelines.
Alright, fine. I will tell you why they keep trying to jump timelines and why CERN keeps skipping through time and it's because they've already seen into the future. Okay? Rumors speculate they've seen 45,000 years into the future. Speculation though, you know. But there's also Project Looking Glass that, they've already took a peek and saw that they lose no matter what.
And also from the chronovisor there at the Vatican, apparently since 2012 we've been on a fixed timeline, and no matter what they do, nothing will change.
So they're just rolling the dice.
And if you listen to what they're building, you might start to believe these insane time-traveling claims.
Replacing about 1.2 kilometers of the 27-kilometer ring with the high luminosity LHC magnets. This will give us a machine that's 10 times brighter than the Large Hadron Collider, 10 times more data. So it really is an opportunity to explore the universe in a way we haven't done before.
Seen this video on my timeline. It was voiced over. I muted it. Now this is Mr. Mountain Man, right? He is going to the Grand Canyon doing all type of explorations, finding a bunch of artifacts. He's finding fossils. He's finding things that are not supposed to be there. As you could tell, there was an ancient civilization there. But when you find cathedral pillars and the hieroglyphs is one thing.
That was cool.
But this right here, whoa! Did you see that? Did y'all see that? This mud flood straight up. That's straight mud flood business. Oh my goodness gracious. I can only imagine how this looked before this must have been some type of cataclysm that happened here, bro. Like the Grand Canyon, in my theory, I don't want to say that because it'd be misinformation. But look at that. Them faces is all removed and scrabbled out.
Oh, yeah.
They made sure to remove all the faces. Why didn't they just completely wipe this out?
That's suspicious.
How long has this been here? This look like something out the Ethiopian Bible. Looks strange, bro. What if the Grand Canyon ain't got? What?
What the hell is going on? This is one of the most messed up things I've seen in a long time. This has been trending all over social media for the last few days, and well, I needed to make a video on it. There has been all of these videos going around and people talking about how there's kids on Vinted.
Kids in the animal sense, like baby goats.
Literal. Now this didn't make any sense. I was like, well, what do you mean? Until I saw this video and a few others which does explain it. Basically, people are listing toys or kid products for very, very high prices, like
baby goat products.
Funko Pop that's, you know, $5 up for like $50,000 or something ridiculous. And a lot of these are from foreign countries. They're not in English. When you translate the text, it reads of something that kind of doesn't make much sense. There was a few posts out there that had things in a foreign language. When you translate it, it's almost cryptic, but will say stuff kind of that leads towards it, which I'm not going to say on here. But there is definitely something going on here. This isn't a prank. This isn't some sort of people just trying to make as much as they can from kids' toys because of the descriptions and things. So everybody needs to share this video and keep talking about it to try and get this looked into more, because something very messed up is going on, and I will keep you updated.
Hello everyone, it is me, Jade Lore. I am an Illuminati survivor, and I'm here to disclose things that I know because I grew up in one of the high-ranking families, one of the royal families in the Illuminati, which means that my bloodline, my mother's bloodline, traces all the way back to the cult's inception in Babylon. So this means that I've been in spaces and I've been in rooms and I've had special training, magical training, because of my bloodline, because of the family that I grew up in. And that means that I was in spaces that a lot of people were not in, and I've heard things that a lot of people have not heard. So there are many things going around about who is involved in terms of what spirits they worship, what beings are being worshipped. And there's a lot of stuff going around about Baal. And Baal is definitely a spirit and definitely a problem. But he's not the one at the top of the pyramid. And who is at the top of the pyramid is someone who has been hidden by the cult. The name of the deity that they worship has been strictly secret for inner circle people. So the Illuminati is comprised of people who have been in the cult for a very long time. And they struck deals with this being a long time ago to basically be the kings and the queens of humanity, the lords of the earth, so you will. And they struck this deal, signing away their sovereignty, signing away their humanity, signing away their empathy, in order to have this vampiric power. So this is the Lord of Vampirism. This is the creator of the spirit pyramid, and his name is Marduk. And the people at the very center of the cult know his name. And I am going to read a quote from a gathering that I heard when I was younger. Someone, a man, one of the leaders of the cult, was speaking into a microphone to a group of people. He said, "We are the light. We illuminate what is weak in humanity. With Marduk at our side, nothing can take us down. History is ours. The future is ours, too."
I wanted to see if I could melt some dirt with the solar death ray, so I grabbed a handful of the soil and put it right on the hot seat. I aimed at the focal point through this giant lens right at the pile of dirt, and it was interesting how it immediately started to melt. The intense light caused the dirt to melt into a glowing pool of lava, and as I moved the focal point around, that spot would melt into lava as well. After a while, a bunch of the dirt had melted, and as I disengaged the solar death ray, the lava glowed and then solidified into this really cool piece of black glass. Awesome. Little pieces of white quartz mixed in. Totally rad.
What are you trying to do? Incite something? What are you trying to do with the phone right now? Holding it to your head like that. You got a trigger on that thing? You can't answer a question with a question. And you can't question my answer to your question. Why am I here? I'm here because I know everything. There's nothing you can ask me that I don't know.
What is this?
That's a circle. You see what I mean? I know everything. So what I'm doing here is I'm giving everybody nicknames that comes by here.
What if I don't want them?
Well, then your nickname would be the Fun Sponge. You know, because you soak up all the fun.
Really?
Yeah, really. You should put it on your license plate. Fun Sponge.
You're parked down in front of my street. Right
oh, yeah,
here.
this is
Go.
your street?
My house. Let's go.
You're a real peach.
Andale!
I was wondering how could there be 3 houses for sale on the same block? Now I know why. Give me a ticket for an...
What are you doing?
Me? I'm getting ready to ask you a question.
What?
Like, how come your husband's not driving?
I don't allow that.
I heard about these type of relationships. Give me a signal if you need help. Oh, there it is.
You know why I hate him?
No.
You wanna know why I hate him?
No, thank you.
Gör du, Mohammed?
Gubbar, gå in.
Vad gör du?
Ingenting.
Tror du kommer upp här?
Jag pratar med Maria.
Tror du kommer upp här?
Vad ska du slå med mig? Nej, wallah. Nej, vad ska du göra då? Jag vill prata med dig, Maria. Vad vill du? Du har redan stått och pratat med mig länge nog. Jag säger jag tycker synd om dig. Gå härifrån.
Mohammed, du kommer inte upp här. Du kommer inte in i mitt hem. Du kommer inte in i mitt hem, Mohammed. Du kommer inte in i mitt hem. Han högg mig med en kniv, Maria. Han högg mig med en kniv. Han högg mig med en kniv, en stor köttkniv. Såg ni det? Du, han krossar glaset med en sten.
People are like animals.
Mohammed. Släpp in mig på där så han kommer in. Han kommer in, Maria. Mohammed, hugg du. Mohammed.
So it says here that a North African immigrant grabs a sharp object and a ladder, then calmly climbs into a Swedish girl's apartment to unalive her after she rejected him. All of this happens in front of a male friend of the woman who doesn't lift a finger. He stands there and lets the attacker scale the balcony, smash the window with a stone, and poke them with the sharp thing.
This is the most corrupted government in Europe.
There's been ongoing protests since May, initially opposing a luxury beach resort project for the ultra-wealthy led by Trump's son-in-law, Jared Kushner. And the government said, we're going to continue on with the project. And so now the people have taken things into their own hands, as you can see, tearing down construction sites to halt any progress from this actually happening, because they don't want their country sold off to wealthy outsiders.
We want people to be happy and to be able to enjoy our coastline. We don't want to be tourists in our own country. We want to enjoy it as it is. And that's it, simple. That's what we want.
What you have to realize is you can just do that. The government does not hold ultimate power. Their laws are not universal laws, like karma or reincarnation. So if you and your people decide that this shouldn't happen, you have the power to enforce that. Spiritually and actually physically, like demonstrated. This luxury resort will obviously not benefit the normal Albanian people, and it's also to be built in a nature reserve on protected land, and this is why the people are pissed off. And it's called the Flamingo Revolution because the flamingo's habitat is threatened by this build. The protest has also evolved to just opposing government corruption as a whole, and it's becoming arguably the most significant protest in Albania in 30 years. The people coming together here reminds me also of some stories from 2020 when people were cutting down and setting ablaze 5G towers. Now, not necessarily recommending you do that because the government did just build more. So though I'm not an advocate for physically fighting back against the evil, the Bible or some spiritual text says, trust God, but also tie up your camel. So if your flamingo friend's home is being invaded, maybe you lend some hands. Maybe you step in, steal an excavator wheel, or, knock over a few buildings. I don't know, just a thought. The conclusion here, just to be clear, is the fact that the power has always been in the hands of people like you and me. And we can, in fact, do something.
Agreed.
This will last for at least 50 years, and you'll never have a leak. It's very strong. You couldn't, if you had a knife, I don't want to give anybody ideas. If you had a knife, you can't even cut it. So strong, so powerful. It's like powerful rubber.
Are the contractors who did the initial work with the reflecting pool, are they to blame for the current condition, or is it the vandals?
We had vandalism. No, vandals. We have I think 290, 300 foot slit right through it, probably a box cutter or a knife of some kind.
Oh, that aged beautifully. Chef's kiss. That is that is amazing. I'm also crying. These are real tears because it's not going to cost you just $14.7 million to fix that pool. That's what it would cost just to do the renovation in the first place. How much is it now going to cost to get it redone again? I'm telling you, man, that was one of the most expensive jokes ever. That's a $30 million joke right there. And the only person who paid for it was us, the taxpayers. God, do I love being extorted.
Something is happening with JoJo Siwa, and I don't think it's anything that you're going to expect. We know that she's been a huge supporter of the LGBTQ community, trans ideology, so on and so forth. So let me get this straight. She's known for dating females, but then now this is happening?
And cast a spell on you. You won't forget me. I know I could have loved you, but you would not let.
Doesn't even look like the same person anymore, right? Right? See, here's the point. She's lining herself up with the will of God, male and female. And when you line yourself up with the will of God, everything else straightens out. And see, this is exactly how God starts, plants seeds, and wiggles his way in. Pray for her, y'all.
I'm sorry to say, but I believe he is deceived. Based on what I can see on JoJo's bone structure, JoJo is a biological male, in my opinion. But all the markers are there.
Over the last month or so, I've lost 10,000 followers, most of them women, all because I said this. But today I'm not going to say this. I'm going to let you hear it from another lady.
Well, I want to find a man of God. I want to find a man of God. Where's the men of God? Your cheeks are out on Instagram.
Your cheeks are out on Instagram.
Yeah, I'm not into that either.
What did you do on Epstein's Island? What did you and your wife do on Epstein's Island?
Read this book. Find out the lies that these people are telling.
What did you and your wife do on Epstein's Island?
Why does he keep smiling every time he asks him that question?
Do you regret going to Epstein's Island?
Don't listen to these anti-Semites.
Do you regret going to Epstein's Island? What did your wife do on Epstein's Island?
Let me get a picture of you so I can sue you.
Oh, wow.
Pedophile! 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 Pedophile!
To all white people, y'all owe me for this one, because I found y'all truth. If y'all want to know, stay here and pay attention. I don't want this video to get long, but it might. I'm about to show you the significance of 1776. I know y'all know Benjamin Franklin. Now check this out. In 1751, Benjamin Franklin ran for president and he lost. This is why he lost. A deleted paragraph from his speech. The number of purely white people in the world is probability very small. All of Africa is black and thorny. Asia chiefly thorny. America exclusively except for of the newcomers. And Europe, Spaniards, Italian, French, Russian, Swedes are generally what we call swarthy complexion, as are Germans also. The Saxons only excepted, who with the English make the principal body of white people on the face of this earth. Basically, he said, why should we increase the sons of Africa? He said they have an opportunity to exclude all blacks and thornies from America. Benjamin Franklin was a member of the Grand Orient of France, the same Masonic lodge the Illuminati infiltrated. You heard infiltrated, right? Thomas Jefferson, John Adams, and Benjamin Franklin adopted Illuminati ideals while in France in 1784 negotiating a treaty. The Illuminati wrote a letter to Benjamin Franklin about their plans for enlightenment utopia in America. It's the same time he running for president. So he left America. You remember Benjamin Franklin left America. From Weisenfeld, the same year America was established, 1776, founded the Bavarian Illuminati. This was shit get crazy. America declares independence same year. Weisenfeld joins Grand Orient in France, same as Benjamin Franklin. 84, Weizmann is exposed and bans Bavaria overnight. 85, Benjamin Franklin returned to America from France. 1790, the year the Naturalization Act, Franklin supposedly dies. He only lost the vote of presidency because of what he exclusively said about Germany. Why should Palatine boys suffer to swarm into our settlements and by herding together establish their language and manners to exclusion of ours? Why should Pennsylvania, founded by the English, become a colony of aliens who have shortly be so numerous as to Germanize us instead of us anglifying them, and will never adopt to our languages or custom, and more than that, they can't acquire our complexion?
Project Bluebeam, a plan in which the deep state stages a fake alien invasion using fake UFOs and massive holograms, terrifying humanity into accepting the New World Order. And this plan unfolds in 4 stages. First, artificial earthquakes. Earthquakes are triggered in key locations around the world. Then, fake ancient artifacts planted in advance are suddenly discovered. The goal is to make people believe that the teachings of existing religions were false. Second, holograms in the sky. Divine figures appear above different regions, each one matching the religion of that area. People interpret them as a new revelation from heaven. Third, voices inside the mind. Using specific frequencies, people are made to hear what sounds like the voice of God speaking directly inside their heads. And fourth, a fake UFO invasion. Humanity panics in the face of one common enemy, aliens, and eventually, people accept a one-world government as the only way to survive.
Hey, Doc, what is that thing?
That thing pisses me off every time I see it, and here's why. So people look at it and they think, oh, that must mean some kind of like symbol of medicine or healthcare or something. That rod with the 2 snakes going around it and the wings at the top.
Looks like the exact same thing between Baphomet's legs.
Right? Rod. What they're thinking of is the rod of Asclepius, which is a single snake going around a rod. No wings, no other snake. And that was the staff that was carried by Asclepius, who's the Greek god of health and healing. That thing, the staff with the 2 snakes going around it and the wings at the top, that is a caduceus. A caduceus was carried by Hermes, who's the Greek god of commerce and lying and deceit. And it's actually the symbol that's been adopted by insurance companies and many other for-profit organizations within the dysfunctional American healthcare system. So actually, it's a pretty appropriate symbol for those things, if you ask me. So remember, 1 snake going around, you can trust them. That's good. 2 snakes going around, bad. Don't trust them.
Thanks, Doc.
Bitch! You some of my bitches better. Dollar Tree, I don't know what the hell got going on, but nobody bet not buy these crab legs, show this garlic, lemon, heavy butter seasoned crab shit. Don't buy this shit. Please.
Yeah, that's nasty.
I know a lot of truck drivers that go to Dollar General. Bitch, I'ma know if you done had this shit, because you're going to be the only one that's smelling the way you smell, blowing that heart up like that, talking about your stomach hurting and you don't know why, because, bitch, you're buying crabs, you're buying seafood from Dollar Tree. Bitch, don't do it. I don't give a truck driver, non-truck driver, civilian, hood. Don't buy this shit from Dollar Tree. It's a fucking setup. It's a setup, and y'all gonna have boo-boo and dorky everywhere. I don't want to see boo-boo and dorky everywhere. I don't want to see it. Just don't buy it. Leave that shit alone. I don't even know why the Dollar Tree even trying to sell this shit.
This might be the most badass cop I've ever seen.
Oh, damn.
Yo, back up!
I think we're gonna bust this window.
No, hold on, watch out.
Oh, that thing won't open.
Yeah, it does.
That thing won't open.
Anybody in the house?
Who said? Everybody got out safely, though.
Awesome.
Did not know this already. Armpits are not just armpits. Watch this.
Say, how is the deodorant related to, you know, the tension in the uterus or the prostate area?
The deodorant has a chemical in it that suppresses waste in your system. That's why they call it antiperspirant. It keeps the waste in the system. So when you put it on your skin, it gets into the blood. So you're actually eating the deodorant. And then it gets in the blood and suppresses the waste in the uterus and prostate.
And I want to add to that, because I have some knowledge that it seals off
the pores,
Right.
so that waste that would be excreted through the skin is trapped inside.
has to go
It
through.
putrefies.
Right.
And then any putrefaction is likely to lead to inflammation. And inflammation, therefore, goes on to become all kinds of other things like abscess and other kinds of things. So all you got to do is stop the body from performing its natural functions, and you're going to create a problem.
This goes back to the conversation of a lot of people's lymphatic systems are clogged, they're backed up with acidic waste, and we think like, hey, how is that happening? This is one of the things. There's so many things that come into this. Obviously, there's the environment, the things that you eat, the things that you do, the things you put on your skin. There's so much involved in this, but this is one of the very simple ones. The armpits have a lot of lymph nodes there. There's plenty of lymph nodes around the armpit, which are used to get rid of waste. They have bacteria in there that breaks down bad cells. There's all sorts of stuff going on in the lymph nodes, and that is why we must look after them. And a massive part in looking after ourselves is making sure that those elimination pathways for acids are open and getting rid of waste efficiently. Because if all the elimination pathways for acids or acidic waste are blocked, if you think that this is important, comment detox down below and learn how to detox in our 30-day challenge. The link is also in our bio. I will see you in there.
The Rothschilds handle the banks. The Collins manage the occult. But the Russell family has the foundation. They are the architects of the religious cage and the founders of the secret societies that move the West from the shadows today. In 1776, the Illuminati was formed, same year as American independence was declared. In 1832, William Huntington Russell co-founded the Order of the Skull and Bones at Yale. They call it a fraternity. It's actually a recruitment center for the 13 families. The Bushes, the Bundys, the Rockefellers all passed through this Russell-founded tomb. They are the family that designed the initiation rituals used to bind world leaders into the shadow agenda. In the Epstein files, I found an FBI file stating that George Bush Sr. was there with Trump and Clinton as a guy had his feet mutilated and was sodomized repeatedly against his will. And while this happened, he said that babies were being dismembered, their intestines ripped out and eaten.
In a movie.
Kind of rituals used to bind these world leaders. Because they know if any of that information ever got out, we the people would destroy those world leaders. This is where the Russell wound becomes a weapon. Charles Taze Russell founded the Watchtower Society, which is the Jehovah's Witnesses. Whistleblowers point to the Russell family's ties to Freemasonry and the Knights Templar. By creating highly controlled, apocalyptic religious movements, the Russell family was able to disconnect people from God and bury their occult light. Their goal was to replace your divine light with fear, dogma, and complete psychological isolation. Like the Astor family, the Russell family was fueled by the opium trade. Russell and Company used their profits from poisoning the East in order to fund the subversion of the West. Today, the Russell Trust Association remains the financial powerhouse behind the Skull and Bones. This ensures that the New World Order always has a fresh supply of brainwashed puppets to put into high seats of power.
But none of this is true.
Their tombs and their watchtowers and their dogma. To be Akari is to step out of the cults of personality and step into the light of the Creator. The Russell family can build secret societies and religious traps, but they cannot put a cage around the Creator. They can fill the world with lies, but they cannot cover up the truth. We have much more to expose. From the beast system and its handlers to the heroes who tried to stop them. Knowledge is power. The 13 families are not gods. They are parasites, and their time is up. The light has returned. The school for the soul is now open. If you like what I do, please share these videos and help others awaken as well. My name is Derek. Stay blessed.
This is the party promoter that went viral for turning down a woman that was not dressed properly to enter his party or his club, whatever you want to call it. What people are not going to make a video on is what he just posted. And it was him protecting this young woman and teaching her what to say and what not to say while she's alone in Miami. Let's look at this. Since y'all always point out the bad stuff, let's talk about the good today.
Where are you going tonight?
I don't know. I'm here by myself.
Whoa.
She said she's here by herself.
You're here by yourself?
Yeah.
Fix that.
You're right.
Yeah, stop telling people you're here by yourself.
Don't tell people that.
Don't ever do that. You don't even know me. I don't know you.
You're right.
I could be a weirdo. Who are you here with?
Get it right now.
No, I'm here with my uncle and my brother. We're on vacation. They're up in the hotel room. I may seem like I'm a nice guy. I am. But
she's lucky.
Somebody could easily be a weirdo. So just make sure you stay to it.
My
Who you here with?
She's at a restaurant.
No, not a girl, a guy. See, keep up.
Okay.
All right, let's try this one more time. Hey,
One more
how you
time.
doing,
Let's
beautiful?
get it right now.
Who you here with tonight?
My cousin. He's at a restaurant.
Okay.
And it's just crazy because social media will not share this at all. I don't understand that. I usually don't tag a lot of people, but I am going to tag him in this because I like to see stuff like this. Like, he really protected this woman because y'all do know a lot of things happen to people in places like this. It just does, especially when they are by themselves. Now, I know a lot of y'all are going to say, well, he recorded it and he exposed her. And no. Everybody is not going to see that video, and she's probably long gone by now. And I would hope that he posted it after she left, which I'm assuming he did. But either way, this was a great and good deed on his end, and this needs to be spreaded for awareness. I think I said that right. Spread it? It don't matter. Y'all get what I'm saying. I did enjoy making this video. I did enjoy seeing this because I just seen the last video where he turned that girl down. And it's crazy because I didn't feel no type of way about it. Rules are rules. It is what it is. And he was not disrespectful, by the way, because a lot of y'all said that he was disrespectful towards that woman that he turned away. He wasn't. Rules are rules at the end of the day. But when I seen that video and I read those comments, a lot of people, y'all already know how social media is, hate. But y'all won't mention what he just did. I will, though. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Good job. I'm going to tag him in this. Like and follow for more.
Come on, B. They laughing, B.
Because it's normal to have chocolate body parts on the table.
Come on, man.
Their fascination with bodies
No way.
is alarming.
Her too. Break a leg, y'all? What are you talking about, Adrian? What's so funny about that? Everybody was laughing. That leg looked like my leg a little bit. Shut up! Not only that, guys. My peoples were in the back laughing at it like it's a joke. I don't know what's so funny about breaking a leg that's made of chocolate. Stop playing with me, son. This video is for entertainment purposes only. What the hell is going on there? But I don't think that was funny at all. Shut up! Of course it was funny, guys. It was breaking a chocolate leg. So everybody could get a piece of it. I wonder if they got vanilla ice cream to go with it. Stop playing with me, son. It's not a game. I got you. Know what time is it? Shut up. But I tell you one thing. If I ever go to a dinner and they said, you ready for dessert? Yeah. And a chocolate leg comes out? Or these?
Well, this is pretty strange. This footage coming out of Barcelona right now of what looks like a helicopter releasing some sort of insects or particles into the air.
The movie trailer.
Now, it's interesting, isn't it? Because we're already seeing a massive increase right now across Europe of ticks and mosquitoes and all sorts of biting insects across Europe right now. So it's fair to ask, like, why is things being released from helicopters?
I think they took the boxes out of the equation, so there's no evidence left.
I mean, you know, maybe there's a perfectly reasonable explanation for this. But if helicopters are flying over cities and dropping living organisms into the environment, surely the public deserves to know exactly what this is. I mean, I don't know, what do you reckon, guys? Like, am I asking a reasonable question, or should we all just pretend that this is completely normal, like everything else?
It is normal, because it's a movie.
Does anyone know what this operation was? Like, if you're from Barcelona, let me know in the comments. Like, have you seen any similar helicopters doing the similar activity as this? It just seems very peculiar with the situation that's going on with ticks and mosquitoes around the entirety of Europe right now. But, you know, as always, just for entertainment, beautiful people, and I'm as fictional as a dinosaur, baby.
We really are living in a cognitive Wild West.
We really are living in a cognitive Wild West.
Living in a cognitive Wild West.
A cognitive Wild West.
Most people have near zero mimetic defenses or cognitive security suited for the age of synthetic media.
Near zero mimetic defenses or cognitive security
suited for the age of synthetic media.
The age of synthetic media. The age of synthetic media.
Synthetic media. Whatever immunity you have is worn down by the constant expectation of deception.
Whatever immunity you have is
worn down by the
constant expectation of
deception.
The constant expectation of deception.
Worst of all,
you've already epistemically surrendered. You've already
epistemically
surrendered.
Worst of all, you've already epistemically surrendered.
I think those were AI. That's an ugly looking fish. Is his brain like still active after it's been separated from its body? That's got a strong bite.
For the black people that are saying, oh, it's going to be a race war, it's really not. It's going to be the civilized against the uncivilized. And it's going to be 97% of America, which is basically hardworking, good, smart, honest black people, white people, Hispanics, Asians, all the people that just want to live a normal, regular life. And they're going to be against the uncivilized. And the uncivilized is going to be a small group of black people that don't like anybody. They don't like other black people. All they do is talk shit about other black people, hold other black people back. Whenever somebody comes from the community and they want to bring about accountability, growth, productivity, all they do is call them a coon.
I don't think it's just black people. There's a big mix of these types of people in general, no matter what color or race or whatever you want to call them. They're just crappy people. That's the thing. And they don't care about anything but themselves and what they want to do. And they're willing to go the lengths to get what they want regardless. And that's what I said earlier about them waking up like a sleeping beast. Like once people have finally had enough, they will put an end to it. And it's not going to be a pretty thing, in my opinion.
They make fun and tear down the best of them. You know what I mean? They talk about somebody's shoes being fake, somebody's chains being fake. They don't like Africans because they say, oh, Africans don't even like us. It's like you're not even acknowledging that you're giving them a reason to not like you. You want to boycott Asian businesses because of these two unfortunate, isolated situations that happened 30 years apart with Latasha Harlins and the Chow situation. And then if somebody says, oh, well, boycott black people, then you'll be the first person to say, well, not all of us commit crime. Not all of us is like that, but you won't extend that same courtesy to anybody else. You don't like Hispanics because you got mad at Pablo because you showed up to meet him after dating his daughter, talking about, yeah, I put your daughter for and obviously I'm being hyperbolic to prove a point, but still, you don't like Native Americans because you say they're Siberian, Mongoloid immigrants, and we the real Indians. It's just like, who are you going to war with? Everybody, and then at the end of the day, just back to yourselves?
This is an art attack? This is an art attack. This is Art Attack!
Yay! Sounds a lot like a heart
More details about this and other Art Attack. Art Attack website at www.
Ah, what is that on his forehead? Uh-oh. Why does a character in a kid's TV show have this written on his face?
Look at that good Christian man right there with the little hat on his head. As far as I recall, Christians don't wear little hats on their head like that. Alright guys, I'm going to wrap this one up. If you made it to the end, I appreciate you very much, and I'll catch you again in the next one. Peace.